Namaste, everyone. So, welcome to Jen and Geri, the Cosmic Queens, for our little 15-minute energy update and good stuff that's happening this month. Or not this month, this week. And it's a huge week, right, Jen?
It is a huge week. We've got the 8/8 Lionsgate coming up.
Yes, we do. And I'm sure you're all out there feeling it. And so we do have the chat open. So if you have any questions or want to jump in and what you're feeling and what's going on this month, please do so. We are airing right now on Jen's sites, my sites. One is Talk Radio, Facebook, and YouTube. And we are glad you're here. And we're excited because there is a giant energy ball that's building around this 8/8 Lionsgate. So we wanted to share just a little bit, like, what is the Lionsgate, right? It comes around every year, and people get in little circles and do their little meditations and healing. And so, Jen, you want to share a little bit about, what it is, what the astrological, significance of it is?
Well, the 8/8 Lionsgate, it's really the midpoint between the June solstice and the September equinox. So it's a huge portal, a cosmic energy portal during this time where the veils thinned a little bit between the 3D physical world and the spiritual world. So that's significant importance as far as astrological Sirius. That's closest to the Earth during this time.
Yeah, awesome. And so, as with even we have found with these Mercury retrogrades as well, typically it's about communications, and that's when our phones go wacky and our computers go wacky, and it's right, we're brought backwards and we have to relook at things and redo things. And so it seems that even with these Lions Gates now, each one has their own unique spice to it, their own unique energy. And so this one is about bringing in the masculine and the feminine balance. So like the divine feminine with the benevolent masculine. And I know everyone's probably the first thought we want to have is man and woman, right? But not necessarily. It's our internal energies of that benevolent masculine side that we each carry with that empowered feminine side that we each carry, unifying within, which creates an outward reflection of unification outside. So I feel like this is going to be changing a lot in the outer world, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because once you bring that into perfect balance, the feminine and the masculine, that's when powerful manifestation can take place.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and so the feminine side, the nurturing, the intuitive, the heart, the mother, think of it that way. And the benevolent masculine, empowered action for the good of all, right?
Mhm.
And so, wow, if we are bringing those energies together, the heart, the intuition, with empowered action for the good of all, um, it's going to be a fabulous moment.
It is gonna be a fabulous moment. And I can already feel the energies, right? Because the 8/8 is gonna be where we really feel that powerful portal, but the energies are even a little bit before that time and a little bit after that time too. So, I've been experiencing some of those energies. How about you?
Absolutely. Yeah, we always get these things beforehand, before we're even aware. Our energies are going out and already connecting with these things. It's like when you're getting ready to go on a vacation somewhere, and let's say you're leaving Friday, but it's Wednesday, and you find yourself in this mode like, God, I can't get anything done. Why can't I get anything done? It's because part of your energy is already on that vacation. It's already there, and you're kind of just hanging out waiting to get on the plane. And so that's kind of like what we're doing today, right? We're just kind of hanging out, waiting to get on the plane, get in this portal. We're already starting to feel it. And so,
Mhm.
what are you feeling? I'm curious.
Well, what I'm experiencing is really the burst of creativity, the creation, the intuition that's just being downloaded. Um, And there's been a lot of different things that have circled to me, but I would say the most profound thing that has come in is, um, it was late last week. I early in the morning, I woke up and there was just a lot of information pouring in to me, and so I got on my computer to get something done. It was just a matter of just an hour or so, and a complete program of what I'm trying to do was completed. So my work is flowing effortlessly. It's just coming in and flowing out with very little effort.
Nice.
Mhm.
That's
And
always
I
nice.
noticed you had a quite a, creative moment too. This was late last
Yeah,
week as well.
right. Lots of creativity, lots of energy, and lots of excitement. Um, Things happening very quickly. The law of instant manifestation is almost so quick and so powerful that it shocks me every time it happens. Like, oh my gosh, really watching the words, everything.
Mhm.
I had a conversation with a friend last night, and we're like, We can't even joke anymore using our words because you just can't do it." I mean, everything is manifesting so quickly that unless you really mean it, it probably shouldn't come out of your mouth.
Right,
And
right. We
go ahead.
talked a little bit last week about responsibility, and that's one of the things with the energy that's coming in, manifesting the good. So really paying attention to our internal dialogue, our self-talk. How are we
Yes.
treating ourselves, treat ourselves so we can manifest the good. And then our words too, like you just described, what are the words that we're speaking to other people? Because those things can manifest very, very quickly.
Yeah, yeah, and because this is a feminine, masculine balancing energy that's coming forward, you may notice things around this, your heart, especially for the feminine aspects, and a lot of solar plexus. A lot of solar
Mhm.
plexus because this lionment energy, it's all about the lion, 8 Lions Gate, is an empowerment energy that's coming forward. And that's all solar plexus. And it's
Mhm.
trust and it's joy and in empowerment, all those things. So if you're having solar plexus, like, that might be a part of your ego resisting your power or a habit of resisting your power. And things you can do is like hand to heart and hand to solar plexus. And, in this moment, I trust myself. Right in this moment, and so much about the physical body this month that any practice that we can touch and connect with our bodies and use these reaffirming statements are really, really good right now because August is so energetically powerful that it's literally hitting every energy center on our body. And so we're like being pummeled from head to toe with energy. So any
Mhm.
kind of body movement, love the body, touch the body, reaffirm the statements to our body, even "you've got this," right? It is really good practice, especially for this week. And also notice, the ego might be acting up because the ego doesn't necessarily want you in your power. It thinks it's losing its power if your soul comes in and takes power, right? So there might be a lot of distractionary energy. There might be a lot of, anxiety energy. So just note, do you have practices, Jen, that you use when, you can kind of feel, a little anxiety coming on or
Yeah, the practice I use the most is the Avesa breath.
Mhm.
Really, I use that quite a bit. I use the container practice, very regularly before I go to bed and then whenever I get up as well, but that can be used throughout the day, and it's a wonderful tool to use. I think other practices are just being mindful, you know, um, making sure that we are responding to situations that may come up because we want to make sure that we're aware of some of the things that are coming up during this time because it is sort of a purging and cleansing process too. So it's going to bring up some things, and being aware of that and responding to situations will help you step into your power. Whereas if you react to situations, that's going to take from your power.
Yeah, good point. Something I want to add too around this this feminine and masculine balance coming together. What I'm noticing in my circle, and I don't know if you're having the same experience, but I want to share it because then you can all maybe be aware of what's happening around you and how fascinating it is. So I'm with this women's group who's just started, hasn't started. We've been kind of getting together for quite a while, and most recently we've been getting together and doing these drumming circles. Well, just recently we found a group of men in our local area who started a drumming circle as well, and it's a men's circle. So just Saturday night, the men and women's group got together and we had a collective drumming circle. And the men are loving what the women are doing, and the women are loving what the men are doing. And as we're sitting around a bonfire at the end, we're talking about, well, we're all getting together for 8/8 Lionsgate. And the women are like, but it's still a woman's event. We're not letting you guys in. And the men are like, well, we're going to have our own event too. And so there's this little tit for tat that was kind of a tease around, we're still going to be separate over here. Well, we're going to do it too. We're conscious and we're lifting as well. And we're going to do our own thing. So we're actually, our teachers, Shri and Kira, are having a huge worldwide event that it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be aired on Shri and Kira, official Shri and Kira YouTube. And it's a worldwide meditation, more than that, in ensouling of the ascended realms to offer the energies that we're going to need to move us through this August experience and help us to bring those energies together, this balance that's so called for. And so the men's group is going to do a viewing party, and the women's group is going to do a viewing party, and they're going to be separate. But my guess is after this event, we're going to start doing some of these things together. And so I'm just laughing at the absolute direct reflection of how these energies are playing out, and how beautiful it is. And so, go ahead, have your own viewing party, get people together, and let's all come together in this.
Yeah, very good. Whenever I was thinking about today's broadcast that we're doing here, I thought, what should people do? And I wrote down 3 things that I thought were important. And the number one thing was to be live at the 8/8 Lionsgate at 8 p.m. Eastern time at Sri and Kira, the official YouTube channel, because that's super important. And we are still collecting our 1,000 points of light, right? So that was the number one thing on my list, is to be there live, 8 p.m. Number 2 was to become aware of what's surrounding you and to respond to situations so you can help uplift yourself. And number 3 was to be mindful because of the very powerful manifestation portal that's in front of us.
Yeah, yeah, good point. Mindful, you're right, and intentional. Very,
Mhm.
very intentional about what you do, because everything is manifesting so quickly that it's a really grand opportunity to create all that you want, but you will be creating subconsciously as well, as we always do. So great day to be mindful, intentional, focus on what you really want to bring into your life, what you want to bring more to humanity, and those kind of things.
Yeah, and there's other things too, as far as support tools that can be used. Depending on what people resonate with. There's all sorts of energy support tools, like our Egyptian healing rods, our crystals. Even getting energy healing can help heal some of these emotions that are bubbling up.
Right, right. I know, my mind personally has been getting active, right, as these energies are coming in. And a couple reminders for me has been, hand and heart, I am not this body, and my
Mhm,
mind is my servant, right? My mind
mhm.
is my servant. And you can actually command your mind. You can command the doing mind into being. And so that's been a practice of mine, especially when I'm walking and I notice that I might even be missing the scenery because my mind is busy. So, beloved, beautiful mind, I command you into being in this moment.
Very good. Yes, presence is key.
So I am wondering, we're like at the 15-minute mark,
Yeah.
but let's each pull a card. And
Okay.
and maybe we don't even have to share the meanings, just to see what we each come up with as we're in this Lionsgate energy. And well, Jen and I are pulling cards. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel on Oneness Talk Radio. We need and would love your help in growing this channel more. And every time you like and subscribe, that gives us greater viewership so we can be of greater service to more people. See, we're shuffling in sync.
Ooh, this is what I pulled for today. It is Self-Ascension 3, solar plexus.
Solar plexus. Well, wouldn't you know, the empowerment center of the lion.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, and I got another one too. The bodies are speaking to everyone watching this. Because I got you can't see it. Dang. There we go. I got
Ooh.
a self-ascension card too, self-ascension 7. Except for this one is different because it's outside of the body, um, well, on the crown, and it's more about, rather than empowerment, it's about freedom, I believe. I'm going to find this one just because I don't think people know the meaning of this as much as they do
Okay.
the third chakra. Authenticity. Freedom cannot be granted to you by a government, a country, a friend, or a relative. Freedom is discovered through accepting the truth of yourself beyond the energies of doubt and fear. True leadership is a benevolent energy that embraces the good of the whole outside of a self. This priority is void of egoic interference or priority. Wearing the crown of your authentic expression of divine mastery presence in form is a gift. The opening of the doorway to your infinite expression of love in action. Accept the crown of authenticity, soar with the eagles beyond the limits of this world. You are free. It is your time.
Very good. That goes great with the portal that's coming up because this is a time where we can evolve ourselves into being that empowered being to move forward with our authenticity to the life that we want, that the person that we want to become and move forward with the life that we want.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, this has been fabulous, everyone. Have a great Lionsgate. Have a viewing party if you would like, but it's an opportunity for everyone right now. And Jen and I both have healing practices too. So if you need any help on your journey, follow our links below, find our websites, and we would love to help you out.
Right. Thank
Okay.
you. Very good.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.